Hi Scorpio, welcome to Larisa Lili's Temperance. I am new to the YouTube world and I am so excited to start giving readings out. Just a little bit of background of myself. It's funny I haven't even given that to the other videos, but you're Scorpio, you win. You get to hear a little bit. My dad owned the oldest, it's a holistic store. We call them botanicas, if anyone's familiar with that. Please comment below if you're familiar with botanicas. So he owned the oldest one since 1930 in Harlem, New York. And so this has been in our family for a really long time. Spirituality, connecting, and just, you know, really embracing that world. I didn't really, my dad didn't pass that on as growing up. Obviously I always went to the store, loved going to the store to visit him, would take all his little stuff. He would give me little knickknacks here and there, small tarot cards, but I really didn't embrace it at the time. Fast forward, February of 2016, my dad passed away, and it was really one of the most difficult times of my life because I was not ready for that. You know, it's never easy to lose a parent. So I had to manage the store, and in that interim, while we were trying to, so much gentrification was happening in Harlem, New York, and so I wanted to keep it as a botanica, but I wasn't involved so much. So I had my own career. I still do. I work in finance. I'm a finance manager. But I managed the store for another 6 months in that period until we found someone who could purchase our inventory. Long story short, that's when the initiation process for me spiritually started. And it's something that only, you know, people who connect and light workers understand, that when you have it in your family, it will get passed on. And so out of 4 of us daughters, my poor dad only had girls, one of us got lucky, and that one was me. Never would I have thought that I would be where I am today, but it's hard because I tend to cry about this. But my dad was really important to me, and I'm so glad I got his gift. Never did I think I would be doing this. So imagine, initiation started 2016. What a road of learning, life changes, really dark times, and at the end brought me back to this, and I cannot tell you how much of a gift it has been. I have been more authentic to myself, and I love every piece and every bit of it, and I would not change the hard lessons for anything in the world. So with that said, Scorpio, welcome to Larisa Lili. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you know what a botanica is. And we're gonna focus on career, personal growth, and love. First, I want to, and again, this is a full moon reading. Check your placements. Obviously, for anyone in sun, moon, and rising, it's a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, obviously look into your other signs to see if you find if they resonate more with you, or as well if there is additional information in the other signs that will add to what you may resonate here with. So with that said, let's begin. Scorpio. I love Scorpios, by the way. They're such passionate, deep beings. I love a Scorpio. I want me a Scorpio boo. So let's see whenever that happens. Okay, so we're gonna look at what Scorpio needs to surrender for this full moon. Spirit, what is What does Scorpio need to surrender for this full moon? I've already pre-shuffled all the cards, so I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling. So what does Scorpio need to surrender? What does Scorpio need to surrender? Ooh, one card, yay. That means you don't have to surrender much. Surrender to effortlessness. Okay. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So Spirit is basically stating here that don't force anything that doesn't need to be forced. Enjoy the ebb and flow of divine timing. Enjoy the ebb and flow of divine timing. I'm also clairsentient and claircognizant, so I like to feel the cards and feel my thoughts. So you might hear moments of silence, Scorpio, only because I love feeling into the energy. So you're basically, Spirit is wanting you to just live currently in the moment. Scorpio feels things really deep, and probably what's been happening the past couple of months has definitely pushed the limits of you not feeling the need to control things. It gets uncomfortable for you to not be in control. You see how she's just like hanging there with this blanket and she's just free. You won't see Scorpio do this. Sorry, Scorpio, I don't mean to laugh, but honestly, like, sometimes you're so profound but could be so rigid with yourselves. And not many people understand you, so you find yourself literally taking it all in, and then that really constricts all your chakras, and it tightens and creates this tension within your body that doesn't allow you to be balanced. Surrender to effortlessly, and that's what Spirit is saying. I have these beautiful, the self-forgiveness oracle deck. So let's see for the month of August, what does Scorpio need to forgive themselves for the month of August? Spirit, what does Scorpio need to forgive themselves for the month of August? Oop, there we go. Okay, so I forgive myself for mistaking the awareness of not knowing as weakness. I have to take this one in. I forgive myself for mistaking the awareness of not knowing as weakness. I choose to believe that it is through loving acknowledgement of what I do not yet know that deepest understanding can be found and integrated. And I love here they pull the Fool, control. That's Spirit, I swear to God. That's what I was saying. Surrender to effortlessness. This need to control, your surroundings. And because you don't really get to share yourself of who you are, and you're so misunderstood, it's almost like you don't even bother to waste your time to explain yourself. But what Spirit is asking is to forgive yourself for mistaking the awareness of not knowing as weakness. So whatever you don't have control over, it doesn't mean that it's a weakness, Scorpio. It doesn't mean it's a weakness. So forgive yourself and choose to believe that it is through loving acknowledgement of what I do not yet know that the deepest understanding can be found and integrated. So this is, just forgive yourself. You just need to take the time out and just really be the observer, because that's what the Fool does in the beginning. Release control and just be observer of. I'm sorry, Scorpio. My phone has been acting up anyways. So, as I was saying, just be the observer of hopefully he doesn't do it again. Just be the observer of what's been going on and have no attachment to the results and the outcomes. You're being asked to just be in the understanding of not knowing, and then allow yourself to integrate those emotions and what they're making you feel. And then in that state and in that essence, you will flow instead of trying to force things to happen. You will fall into the flow. So let's look at another. To pull a full moon energy. These are moon oracle cards. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to focus on for this full moon in Aquarius? The moon of rebellious, the moon of bringing to yourself authenticity. And honestly, all these readings have really been about self-love. So Spirit, what can we give Scorpio? Give Scorpio, Spirit, what do we need for the energies? One card. There we go. You are good enough. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So this is a full moon, but in Virgo. Virgo season is coming up after Leo season. Currently we're in Leo season. But you are good enough. Allow yourself, Scorpio, to just be in the ebb and flow. Allow surrender to the effortlessness. There's no need to have this full control. So let's keep going. I'm gonna pull an energy for career, personal growth, and love, like I said earlier. So Spirit, what are the energies for career, personal growth, and love? What are the energies for career, personal growth, and love? Give me a message for career. Financial constraints. There we go. And love. Personal growth. Magician and the Mirror. And in love. Man holding a heart. I think Virgo got this. Or Libra. But in the personal growth. So in love, so maybe things are favorable for you here. Bottom of the deck, contract. So maybe something you're committed to here. Financial constraints. So financial constraints in your career. So this is probably, for you Scorpios that are having a hard time during this pandemic, this could obviously make sense where you're having some level of financial constraints, which is making you feel like needing to be in control. The not knowing is killing you. You're not comfortable with uncertainty. So there seems to be uncertainty here with your finances. And we'll dig more with messages for personal growth, Magician, and the Mirror. So basically, the Magician, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, I'm counting. The Magician, this is a 53, which leads to 8. Although the Magician in the tarot is number 1, but an 8 is moving forward, is progression. It's leaving all the fears behind. With this Magician and the Mirror is reflecting on yourself and figuring out all the tools you have on hand, all the skills you've developed, all the lessons you've learned, all your life lessons, everything that you can gather for yourself to grow within your area, all your areas of your life. And so you're going to take this time to really reflect and heal, and how to probably like avoid maybe any financial constraints going forward if you got hit hard. For some of you who got hit hard, and for some who just fear of losing, you can be in the magician, you can manifest, you know, the manifesting energy. The magician's usually guided by spirit because they know that they have all the tools they need, that they just need to trust in the ebb and flow of it instead of forcing it. So that's for personal growth. And then here in love, man holding a heart. Everyone's kind of had a decent place in love, but there was a lot of self-love. So I haven't seen a love story yet. So I don't know, Scorpio, will you be the one? Because you're man holding a heart. I mean, I hope there isn't control in this love as well, but let's see. Let's see, Scorpio. All right. Spirit, give me some added messages for career and personal growth and love. Let's see, what are the added messages here for career? What is this friendship constraint? Give me added messages. Oh, wait, it just flew. I guess it's that bad. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, Scorpio. So we've got balance. We've got disruption and obstacles and challenges. So Scorpio. So 16, a 7, and 11, and a 5. So obviously I can now I see why you can't surrender to the effortlessness. I mean, who wants to surrender to this energy? You know? But you know what? Balance is very strong. And Spirit is asking you to just find your balance, and that could be in reevaluating your finances, reducing your overhead cost, what you're spending, find out what's important to you, find other ways to entertain yourself as well, you know, because we can't just be in the save, and then worry, and then not find some joy. As much as that sounds terrible, but you have to, because again, the law of nature, you know, what you put out, you get back. And so you have to find that balance. And yes, I see there are challenges, because there has been a disruption in your job and in your career, Scorpio. And this obviously brings so much uncertainty. But again, Spirit, I can't stress. I mean, this is the message that Spirit is giving. You are good enough. So whatever you're doing, you will find a job. You will figure this out. And Spirit also says to believe. Choose to believe that it is through loving acknowledgement of what I do not yet know that the deepest understanding can be found and integrated. So you may not know what the solution is, but you know what? When you trust in Spirit, and if you're here, you know that you're in a place that you do know that Spirit can help you. Change that energy, your frequency. Try to be in a positive light. And like I said, figure out ways to reduce costs in your household. You know, firm foundation, really ground yourself, really ground your environment, your home. And hopefully something will obviously turn up. Well, obviously we're going to continue to pull more messages. I think I didn't dig so much and go too deep, because these readings can go very long. But let's see, Spirit, what is this magician and the mirror for personal growth for Scorpio. The waiting game. You get one more message, Magician and the Mirror Spirit. One more message. Rejoice in celebration. So, all right. So, this really has you in your head, Scorpio. I mean, you know you have to gather this. You know you have to gather everything you know. This balance between fire and ice, right? Light and dark. This waiting game obviously has you in a place of worry. But at the same time, with this Magician, you know you do have control. With this rejoice and celebration, it's a number 3, so finding the balance between mind, body, and spirit. Finding again, like I said, the little joys within, in between all this heavy energy that's been going on, and then this big transition, because this is a big transition that you're going through. And yeah, it is a waiting game, and this uncertainty is obviously making you uncomfortable, needing to feel like you have to control everything. But Spirit is asking you again to surrender to His effortlessness. Rejoice in celebration. Passion will be ignited, you know. Find a way to ignite. Find new hobbies. Use all the tools that you have. Find other skills. Find other areas you can contribute to be able to put yourself back together, you know, and really build upon other skills that you may have. That, you know, this is a time where people can actually, hard times either make you or break you. And we all know that. And this is a time to be able to test yourself and what you really have inside. Because obviously there's passion. You can be ignited if you really, really shift your mindset, right? And get uncomfortable in not knowing, but find ways to integrate what you don't know, what you feel. And I had spoken to a friend of mine where I was telling him, be an observer, you know, be an observer of your feelings, of what you're feeling. Okay, so let's see what's in love. Spirit, what is in love here for Scorpio? Man holding a heart. What is in love? What messages? Ooh. Heartache and loss. I can't. Oh, Scorpio. Heartache and loss. I'm gonna get more. Okay, that was easy. Oh, transformation, trapped in fear. Scorpio, you're not as inspired. Scorpio, you're good enough. Spirit wants you to know that, okay? You are good enough. You know, allow this transformation to take place, because obviously transformation is taking place. Usually when this happens, the universe is forcing you to grow, to go outside your comfort zone. And yes, it's going to be stuff that you are not familiar with, stuff you're not comfortable with, stuff you don't know. There's so much uncertainty, but that's just life, you know? And I'm coming from a place of being dark. I almost lost my apartment when my dad passed away. You see, Scorpio, this is why you're the only sign I told my story to. I did not say my story to any other reading but you, and here now I understand why. When my father passed away, I got evicted like 6 months later. Came up to my apartment and I was locked out. I didn't get any notice, but at the same time, I couldn't notice that if I did, right? Because I was just so in my grief and trying to keep my job because I was consulting, so I was impermanent. I wasn't getting a full-time check. I was managing the store, paying the rent here, paying the store rent, trying to maintain the store. And financially, I was drowning. And I fell to the floor the day I came at 10:30 at night, June 23rd exact of 2016 at 10:30 p.m. locked out of my apartment. Long story short, the universe came to my rescue. I went to work the next day. It was a Thursday. I went to work that Friday, and I didn't have nothing until I only had what I had on. My mom had to lend me a shirt. I looked crazy. I work in Wall Street, and I didn't even comb my hair, nothing. And I walk into my office, the first one there, and I grab a conference, make calls as soon as I get there because I need to figure out how to get back my apartment. I am crying. And at the time I was a consultant. So my boss came in. Long story short, I didn't know it was 6 months and they didn't make me full-time. I didn't know why. I was so frustrated because I really needed them to make me full-time. Long story short, that day he made me full-time. Not only did he make me full-time, he gave me an advance bonus to pay that rent and the salary I had requested. If it was any other way, I probably would have never gotten an advance bonus and the salary I would have requested. And this is why universe works a certain way. Divine timing always comes into play, Scorpio. So anyways, in your love life, obviously there's heartache and loss. Sorry, Scorpio, cut me off again. Hopefully, I think it was just storage. I had to clear it up. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, all these fallouts are just spilling over your life, financial. So you really need to bring yourself back to balance, Scorpio. This transformative time, it's just gonna make you stronger. And that was the whole point of me sharing my story, because for one, you will never be in this place ever again if you change that reality. And that was something I promised myself. I will never ever be in that spot again where I allowed, because I have to admit, I allowed my emotions to kind of just take over instead of, you know, facing it head on. And so it was a lot back to back, honestly. It was just a lot I was going through back to back, which put me on on the fast course to my journey currently, because like the universe, in order usually to be a light worker, you will go through a lot of stuff. And if you're a light worker, then this is what's happening. You will go through a lot of stuff, but I promise you the light is at the end. If you do the work and you understand and you trust in spirit and in this transformation process, because if you're here, you're a spiritual person. But usually these dark times happen in that initiation process or in that transition of really testing faith, because people can talk all they want and say they have faith, but it's not in the most positive times where your faith is tested. It's when it's the most darkest time in your life. That's where your faith is tested. I don't do positive toxic positivity. I do not believe in that. And so the hardest lessons are learned through pain, Scorpio. So here you're being asked to just trust your intuition, surrender to the effortlessness and try to really go with the flow of where the universe is trying to take you. Now it makes sense why they're telling you to be acknowledged and to be loving still in the place of not knowing. That means be loving and still have faith in the not knowing, that the deepest understanding can be found and integrated. So you need to trust. This is a test to your intuition, Scorpio. Do you really trust the universe? You're being tested. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh my God, Scorpio. I think I mentioned, I'm clairsentient, so I feel the energy. You guys are gonna want to make me cry right now because I know what this feels like. You are good enough, Scorpio. This is not the end. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, I have other cards that don't belong here. Hold on. Scorpio. All right, Spirit. Give me added. Okay, you're talking too fast. Justice. See? Things are going to turn to your favor. It's going to come into balance. Give me an added message for the financial constraint here for career for Scorpio. Oh, wow. They really are talking these cards for you, Scorpio. Like this message, Spirit really wants you to get this message. Wow. Okay. So, Justice, 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, the Hermit, 8 of Swords. This is a lot of so positive aspect, balance again. So justice is balance here, 11, and justice twice. So you've got confirmation here that balance, justice, universe, that's the major arcana. Balance is going to come back into place in this disruption. Yes, it pulled you to go within. Yes, it's killing you. Your mind is struggling. Like your need to escape this so desperately. Look at this. You're struggling. You want to run. Let's put it this way, because that's what you want to do. You want to run from this energy. You really do. It has you extremely guarded. 7 of Wands, but the Hermit here, so the 7 of Wands, these two energies here with the 7 of Wands and the Hermit, you are, if you're here in this channel, spiritually, you are being asked to really, really go within yourself, to protect your spirit right now, and to have faith. Have courage and faith to get through this, right? 7 of Wands. Have courage. Just have courage and faith to sit through this dark time, this time of confusion, this time of uncertainty, because double confirmed, justice will happen. Okay? All right, so let's look at the personal growth. Spirit. Wow. Okay, Spirit. Personal growth. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So with this Magician energy, this Three of Wands is almost as close to me as with the Magician energy. So this is looking ahead. This Three of Wands, you know that the light is, you know, not too far. It's a waiting game. This Three of Wands, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game of bringing back into balance your mind, body, and spirit, and looking at the lighter side of what's happening. You know you have to wait. You also know you have all the tools you need. King of Pentacles. I mean, this is the best king you can have. Like, this is close to the Emperor. So the King of Pentacles, like, you can come out of this. The King of Pentacles is a businessman. He's logical. He is, I mean, look at him. He is sitting there because he has planned accordingly, you know, and you have it in you to be this King of Pentacles. You just have to wait this out, literally plan, bring it to practical fruition, like plan and take the time to organize yourself and your emotions and your finances. You know, you can come back to stabilizing. You need to stabilize, and it can happen, you know, with this Nine of Wands. This Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, but they've been through it. Nine of Wands, there's just one more wand and you're done, right? So you've gotten this far with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all these new ideas that you're coming, you know, you're coming to from the Magician energy, finding your balance. Look at how she's trying to find her balance in building herself up, her skills, but yet look at all those light bulbs and the birds. That's the universe giving her all the guidance that she needs. You just have to listen. You just have to listen. The universe is never leaving you. So here you are tiptoeing, studying, right? Finding your balance, building yourself back up. And here you go with the universe, little guiding you, feeding you all this intuition. Like I said earlier, trust your intuition, right? Trust your intuition, you know? They're guiding you through this. It may not feel that way, Scorpio. I know. It may not feel that way, but, you know, let them guide you. Let them lead the way. You've got to be patient. You got to get comfortable with the uncertainty at this very moment. And they're asking you to trust. Okay, so man holding, oh my goodness, Scorpio, the Sun and the Devil. These are just your thoughts. Again, you going in circle with these sabotaging thoughts, but you're gaining clarity. So in your heart, right? So this is in love. This is really just you finding balance within yourself. Again, with this transformation, releasing all this self-sabotaging behavior, really finding clarity. I mean, the Sun is the best card to have in the tarot. You know, you're in a place of things are being illuminated with this transformation. So many things are being illuminated of old patterns that you had within your soul, in your heart, that you trapped yourself in heartache, loss, trapped in fear, you know, like things that you held on too long, that it's time to release, Scorpio. It's time to really transform and allow this illumination to take place. You know, Spirit is really asking you. Again, look at this 5 of Cups on the bottom. This, oh my God, 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. So there's just a lot of change. You're really in a big transformative place, Scorpio. And you are being tested. So surrender to the effortlessness. You're going to have to find it in you. You're going, no one dies of a heartache. No one dies of these finances. People only die of stress. Don't let this. Just take what you know and then find a way to come out of it, because you can come out. If I came out from the other side, so can you. Trust that you can. The universe provides. You know, the universe came for me at exactly when I needed him, and they have yet to fail me. And ever since that incident with my dad and me losing my apartment almost, I swear to God, I cried so hard. I never lost trust in the universe ever again. You know, God really, really took care of me. Let's see. These are soul's journey. We're just going to look at the energies, your soul journey. I really feel like this is such a journey for you. Spirit, give me a message for career, personal growth, and love. So first, career, please. Journey, soul's journey. Regret. You know, regret, maybe regret of not making right decisions, good financial decisions, good career decisions, you know, like holding on to this is no good though. Again, surrender to the not knowing. At this point, you have to let this go. Whatever that is, you can't change it. Discipline at the bottom. You know, maybe it requires you to be more disciplined within yourself, within your habits, within the people, you know, removing, reducing cost, your spending, you know, living a lifestyle that you can't afford. People live really above their means. Live below your means. I live, ever since that incident with my dad, I live below my means. I don't need a lot of things. I just don't care. And when I want to gift myself something, I'm okay with delayed gratification. So let's see. Soul's journey for personal growth, Spirit. What can we give Scorpio for personal growth? Okay. Worry. Yes. So release the worrying. Again, surrender to effortlessness. I mean, it is what it is. I understand it's the waiting game and it puts you in this place of worry, but do see you have the tools. If the magician is here, it's because you have the skills, and the universe trusts you that you will pay attention to its guidance. It's giving you the guidance that you need in this very time. It's hard, but just release the worry. Again, in love, Spirit, souls, in love. Let's see. Okay, so discipline comes out again. Okay, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So again, discipline, it's part of your transformation, Scorpio. Things are being illuminated. You gotta end all this. This has got to go. Devil energy, heart loss, trapped in fear. All this, bring your heart back into balance. You know, this is like work on your heart chakra activation. You know, you're not in your heart. You have lost the faith and the trust, you know. let go, release. But the sun is here. Remember, transformation. These are good two cards, transformation and the sun. So things are being illuminated, and you might have to find yourself in a place to, you know, more disciplined, setting better goals for yourself, finding that love within yourself again, being in gratitude, and just be grateful for what you have. Again, you don't need many things, Scorpio. I understand Scorpios love nice things. They do. Scorpios, I love they just love nice things. But be in gratitude, Scorpio, okay? Let's see the shadow work that Scorpio needs to work on. The shadow work Scorpio needs to work on for this full moon. Tone it down. More is not always better. What do you need less of in your life? Whatever it is, it's calling for a more subtle approach to influence change. What did I just say? Scorpios love a nice life, but Scorpio, reduce overhead, reduce the things you need. You don't need to go out all the time. You can live a simpler life. Find you know, joy in this silence. Find joy in this light. You know, you're trapping yourself. This discipline, they're asking you to be disciplined with the things you spend on, the things you do. More is not always better. It just isn't. It's not always better. I mean, what are you going to do with it? I don't mean to be harsh, Scorpio, but I mean, spirit wants you to surrender. Suck it up, right? Nothing in life worth having comes easy. Put on your big girl panties on and deal with it. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work to achieve what you want in life. Bingo, Scorpio. Discipline. I can't even. Spirit really is letting you know, but they want you to surrender to the effortlessness, and they want you to also know you are good enough. Okay, you're good enough. So let me get some last message guidance from the angel spirit. What is the guidance we could give to Scorpio? Lost and found. Wow, my goodness, Scorpio, this reading. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Oh, I love you, Spirit. Thank you for ending Scorpio's reading with such a beautiful message. I want to see what's in the bottom. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Scorpio, discipline. Okay? Take practical steps. Be disciplined in what you want. Yes, there's regret in the past. Yes, you have worries. But trust. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. There are pieces of you that you have to go within and find out what really matters. Take this hermit moment and really figure it out, Scorpio. Scorpio, I really wish I could give you a better message, but honestly, I think this ending was really nice. And I really hope things turn out for you, and I really do think they're gonna turn for the better. You just have to do the work. You have to meet the universe in the middle, and I've learned that I've also learned it the hard way. You're not alone, Scorpio. So if this reading resonated, please comment below, like, share, and subscribe, Scorpio. Hopefully I'll have positive readings in the future. I love you, Scorpio. I swear I love Scorpios. So I love you, Scorpio. And I will see you in future readings. Bye.